I'm still here. Just been really busy. But, you hear that? I hear that. I hear music. Let's go check it out. Let's go into the main listening room here where I listen to all my stereo stuff. Hear that? Music! I don't know how long I'm going to play this for because you know what's going to happen? YouTube's going to be like, you didn't pay for that song, you're not going to be able to listen to it. But listen. It's 28 watts of Class A power. Bet you I'm not even pushing 5. But the Elf Mini is working perfectly. I'll have to do a little thank you to Tony Bedui. I'm gonna say that wrong too because I'm really bad at saying last names. But my last video there, he commented on my video saying, "This elf sounds like crap, looks like crap, measures like crap." And I got all defensive and I was like, "No, it doesn't. It's you." Then I thought, wait a second, he's got something going on here. And you know what? He did. Measuring the amplifier, going from 1 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz, was measuring fine. But it was plummeting after 2 kilohertz. It was going down. It's not supposed to do that. So I spent about a week or more working on that and figured it out. The Elf Mini is based off the Elf 3 combined with some Elf 2 circuit. And I totally forgot about that a long time ago. And the Elf Mini doesn't need a 10 picofarad cap in the feedback. When you do that, it drops after 2 kilohertz. When you take it out, it works perfect. So, it's working great. I'll show you a little, see if I can flip the screen. No, I can't flip the screen around. Of course I can't flip the screen around when I'm recording. But I'll flip it around in a second here. So, after doing that, fixed it, done a whole pile of measurements with this thing. And I was getting into the measurement part of the amplifier where I was losing my mind. And I'm like, why am I spending so much time measuring this amplifier? And then I started Googling. Good old Google, right? The Elf / Class A amplifiers have certain THD and harmonics that you're never going to get rid of. You're never going to get rid of those like you would in a Class AB. Class AB have really low harmonics, and Class A THD, they have low THD numbers, which is good. But some say when you are listening to a tube amplifier, there's lots of distortion in that. It's not bad distortion, it's just distortion. And when we measure that, we get 0.02% distortion. And when you think about that, that's at a certain percentage of power that you're using. When you're never going to hear that unless you have the amplifier at like full blast before it starts clipping, and then you're going to hear the bad distortion. When you're listening at a low level or a medium level, depending on what your levels are for distortion, you're never going to hear that. So I was chasing the rabbit down the black hole of trying to get this amplifier perfect, and then I was reading a big review online. See if I put the link in the video below. And even they said that this has certain characteristics that are built into it that you're never going to get rid of. No matter what you do to it, it's always going to be there. Class A amplifiers do have that. And Nelson Pass even says it in a lot of his F5 and F6 amplifiers. This is part of the design. This is what we're looking for. So, I give up. The amplifier is now working perfectly. It's got its THD numbers and its characteristics that I was trying to get rid of when it's not supposed to be. So, pretty happy. The amplifier right now, what I'm going to show you here, is running Class A, 28 watts before clipping. Plenty for me. I'm never going to need that much power. I don't even know why I'm building on what I'm going to show you also next here, but might as well. So the Elf Mini is running right now, single channel, pair of switch mode power supplies with a nice filtered power supply that is really clean, really happy. So the next part of this project is continue listening to on it, but I've been talking to a local CNC shop that is going to charge me a lot of money to do what I want. 3-inch thick aluminum by 6 inches by 11 inches, and it's going to be CNC'd in a shape that I've always wanted, and I have to draw it out and stuff. I've got most of it all done, and I was going to buy a chassis online, and I thought, you know what? I don't want to just buy a normal chassis off of eBay or from DIY Audio. I don't want that. I want something different. I've spent 15 years loving these amplifiers, and I thought I perfected it to where I want it. I'm happy with it. I'm going to incorporate my solid state relay into it, and now I'm going to take the next step and buy some nice chassis or get done. It's more money than would be to just buy them, but anyways, enough rambling. So I'm going to stop the video, I'm going to start the video, and I'm going to show you what I'm standing in front of right now. Then after that, I'm going to the other room and show you the other 20 amplifier projects I'm working on right now at the same time. I need to shave. I just don't feel like it. Okay, hold on. So, as you could tell, we're listening to... First I'll say, I don't really hook these expensive speakers up to just any amplifier that I don't trust. I've got it usually hooked up to this amplifier for listening in here while I'm working on other amplifiers. But this amplifier, the Elf Mini, pretty basic right now. You got the switch mode power supply, the filters right here, into a Class A amplifier, no speaker protection. This amplifier actually performs really well with on and off. There's no thump, but I'll be putting my SSR into my circuit. And then I'm running just a basic amp driven preamp that I've been using for the last 5-6 years that I got off of eBay. Did some cap upgrades, got some new op amps into it, did some mods to the regulated power supply down here, as you can see. But anyways, the whole point of the video was to show you guys I'm still alive. The Elf Mini's working off of and listening to these speakers right here, working just fine. Hardly any volume off, on. Yep, these speakers are really not that efficient, but they don't need a lot of power to run to be happy. So for me, 30 watts will be plenty. Plus I have a subwoofer way over in the corner over there. Where is that? It's over here. There's a dual post 10-inch 1000-watt subwoofer sitting right there. No, actually, I think it's 600 watt. And yes, those are going to be in another project that I'm working on too. The good old Iwata from Ryan. My very first horns that I bought that I might get back. Might change them out to work with another project. But anyways, let's go into the other room over here. So, we have been playing with the Gene Hyrega amplifier, which is 30 watts Class A RMS into 8 ohms at 35 volt rails. I've been working on a preamplifier right here, Gareth Roberts preamp that I really like. It's got a lot of gain and it sounds really good. Based off of the, what do we got? I can't remember what this one was based off of. Oh, right, the Zed, the Bride of Zen. Okay, we have the Honey Badger amplifier that I'm working on right here. That should be a good amplifier. I got this from a guy named Stuart, and he sent me a nice big power supply board that takes nice bolt-in caps. Really nice design, like really, really nice design. The only thing that sucks about this board is it takes... which is what I'll probably end up using. It takes 2 types of capacitors, but I'm going to be using the screw terminals like he suggested at $55 each. So there's $300 in caps just for that. And what else have I been working on? I got a preamp working on here. But the meat and potatoes is this thing. Right now I'm just using a sacrificial driver board, which is from the Elf 2, driving this heat tunnel that gets very, very hot. 3 amp bias per FET. I don't know if you've seen this before, but these are FETs. This right here, the FET. This FET single device will handle up to 700 watts. 700 watts. At 32 volt rails, this puts it out just over 83 watts. It's a beast. It gets hot. And if you want to see what one of the devices looks like, actually I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but this is basically what the device looks like. So Gareth Roberts and I have been working on this for the last couple weeks. I bought the devices. We've been struggling through the circuit. Looks like we've got it working perfect now. So I could probably take this big 800 VA transformer. I think I got 2 of these that I'll use to go 60 volt or 50 volt rails and make 2 monoblocks, since I have 2 of these now. Took apart a old Onkyo amplifier, I think it was. There's something maybe else. There's an Onkyo amplifier, I think, that used this, and I'll have to put some fans in the bottom to keep it going. So been working on a lot of projects here. As you can see, my bench is a mess. There's probably 3 more projects here somewhere in this room. Oh yeah, I got a single-ended preamp that I'm working on too. The Bride of Zen Cascode version, mono version. Too many projects, but pretty happy. Succeeding with the ELF Minis. Might order another chassis for the Gene Haregas, or I might just shove it in that other case so I just showed you the Minis are running in right now, because it should work. Have to get a power supply board for that, but yeah, so just wanted to do a quick video, say I'm still here. Next video I'm going to do is I'll show you a drawing of what I've been working on for the chassis for the Minis, and I might do a power-up video of this big, I can't remember what Gareth calls this thing. Let's have a look. What does he call this thing? ELF Mega. We're calling it a Mega. Probably because it's $50 a transistor and draws mega power to make mega power. So, thought I'd say hi, let you guys know I'm here. I'm at 335 subscribers. I know it's not that big, but I see all these people on YouTube saying, hey man, I got a subscriber. That's cool. It's a cool feature. I really like it. I'm pretty happy. Things are going well. And on to the next project, I guess. Keep you guys informed. Thanks for watching. Thank you for Tony for pointing out my issue with my amplifier. And you guys all have a great day. And guess what? Like and subscribe, please. Bye-bye.